Hello, Lawrence Tam training here. I'm doing a internal training, and what I really want to do is start diving into what I've been doing online and the reason why I'm doing this type of training and all that jazz. Been digging into Ray Higdon stuff and David Wood stuff, and the main thing I've been diving into and where people make their money. Of course, people make money all different types of ways, right? Network marketing, affiliate sales, whatever, right? But the one I've been noticing, and I mean I've been doing it for a long time. I just really haven't focused on it. Is information, right? So if you can tap into some type of information, and I mean you can either branch off into this being, um, you know, generating income through traffic direct to sales or traffic direct to leads, then to sales. Okay. Now you would think the traffic direct to leads, then to sales is a longer process. I mean, you would make less money. The conversions are higher. I mean, I'm always talking about buying keywords. You're going to be able to make that sale more. The only time you should start looking to this is when you have traffic. Okay. So at that point, you're not so worried about converting because you have traffic daily. If you don't have traffic, this is where everyone starts from, right? It happens when my PPC, Google's campaigns and marketing shut down. This is what happened, right? I was making a lot of sales, even outside of my leads, and I need to refocus. This is things I want to teach you. Have you go through the same learning process and same learning curve I have. I highly prefer this. Do this. David Wood did a training on this from My Lead System Pro about people sending people to affiliate offers too much and not sending them through to capture their information. Remember, there's a reason why people pay for leads, right? Why someone would pay you to generate a lead for them, right? So let's generate the lead, right? So leads, this is what we're going to focus on, okay? Oops. I was hoping to do a shortcut, but leads. Okay, here we go. Underline. Okay, so my specialty is SEO, blogging. I've been working on marketing funnels. These are the things I've been doing. Now, I've done Facebook pay-per-click. I've built my business through Google PPC. I've done Yahoo and Bing PPC up until they started sucking, right? And that's direct response. I'm looking to do other things too. I mean, I do a lot of different things, but this to me, you gotta remember why I do this, and this I want this really to kind of dive in and sink in for yourself how you want to build your business and how long you want to stay in business. So some questions you should ask yourself are: how long do you want to be in business? All right. It's a question you really need to ask yourself because the way you market, it's really going to dictate how you answer that question, right? So if someone goes, I'm going to market by doing hotel meetings. Now that works to an extent, but it's a job. And now we're not here to do jobs, right? I'm not here to do a job, right? I already have a job. One of the things I want people to ask themselves is how long do you want to be in business? If you want to be in business for a long time, what you need is leverage. Okay, we want to define how you do leverage, how you generate leverage, how that works. Okay, the next thing is marketing, or the majority of your marketing needs to align to your business goals. So after reading like the 4 Hour Work Week and Rich Dad Poor Dad, listen to all these other trainings. This is the main reason why I gravitate to SEO, search engine optimization. Okay, this stands for search engine optimization, and the reason being, not that it's always evergreen, because there's changes like the Panda and the Farmer update, one and the same, but I'm gonna start teaching more of a focus goal on SEO because I believe in my long-term goal is to be a business owner. I don't want to run the business. I don't want to be the manager. I don't want to work for anybody. I want to be the owner. And the only way to do that is to own assets, own your site, own the ability to generate leads, right? Hire people. But in the end, I mean, when I hire a writer, most of the time that writer outsources to other writers, and they're the middleman, right? So they're managers at that point. So we'll dive into that later. But the majority of my marketing now, I'm not saying you copy only what I do, right? Because hopefully the things that I teach you, you'll definitely be bigger and better than what I am. I mean, that's my goal. My goal is whoever comes in contact with me has gone through my training. You physically outproduce me, generate more leads, generate more traffic, generate more sales. I mean, I've accomplished a lot. You know, I've done a lot. I mean, I'm an L4 in Lead System Pro. I'm a 4-star in Numis. I'm a super affiliate in magnetic sponsoring. I've generated 1,000 sales, over 1,000 leads just for magnetic sponsoring alone. I'm one of the top affiliates, if not the number one sales rep for My Phone Room, which is a top end sale of I think $1,600, and all this is part time. Okay. But my goal is, you know, if I teach people, regardless if it's network marketing or whatever, if I teach people, I mean, this is how you give back, right? I mean, this is how you give back what I've learned, cut down my mistakes, and be able to grow into however you want to do it, right? And you don't have to be an expert, right? I was listening to Tim Ferriss, and he was talking about you don't really have to be an expert. An expert is just knowing more than the next person you're trying to sell to. And my goal is to be able to elevate my training to a point where I don't have to keep explaining what SEO is, you know, or why, you know, why I do SEO. You've been with me long enough to know why I do SEO. So now this is for all those who are new. This is the free training that I'm giving away. It's just, you know, this is how I do it. Now SEO in itself is a very big marketing method that is broken down to many different pieces, right? And I'm gonna briefly go over that real quick. You know what that is SEO, search engine optimization. You need to do keyword research, then you need to do on-page SEO, then off-page SEO. I mean, these are the main essence. Oops. The essence of what we do, okay, or what I do, what I prefer to do, okay, and I want to. So one of the things that I saw, this kind of triggered. I was looking at the earnings of David Wood through Lead System Pro. Okay, I mean he's a monster, but it's very hard to emulate him because he's kind of crazy. I mean everyone you talk to who's talked to him, he's crazy. I'm gonna fly out to meet with David. We're gonna do a couple of things at his house in Costa Rica, but copying him is not the best thing to do because he's so off the wall and he has tons of experience. I mean, he's been taught by a lot of different people. He's been in the industry a very long time, full time. Well, especially when you live in a van, right? I mean, that's all you do. I mean, you just do network marketing, okay? Not to say not to do what he does, but don't emulate everything he does, right? The reason his blog is so big is because he has a lot of viral content. People love him because he's so odd, okay? Copying that's like humor, you know. I mean, or being a superstar. You don't have to be a superstar to make good money. You know, there's many people in Lead System Pro who aren't superstars, who are under the radar, who make great money, or just be an affiliate marketer, right? So, I mean, some of the stuff. So I took some pictures. I took some pictures of some of the stuff that I've been doing. So let's go through them. So this I thought was kind of interesting. So I took a picture of an Alexa of my my blog. Okay, my blog is I believe it's a little over a year old. I started hitting it pretty hard with Tribe Pro, and I started really focused. I started blogging daily in June. Before that, I was over 100,000 Alexa. I've chopped it down to 20. Now, if you know Alexa is not really a traffic scale. It's more of a niche grading scale. Okay, the lower it is, the better. But the lower it is, the harder it is to start getting lower because you know you need exponentially more traffic. Now, the traffic is not just generic traffic. Traffic is people who've installed an Alexa toolbar, which means they're webmasters. These are people who run websites, who understand the power or usage of Alexa. So if you just get your grandma visiting your site, it's not going to affect your Alexa rating, okay? So even though you might have a lower Alexa rating, you could still have less traffic than someone who has a higher Alexa rating. So they're not totally equivalent, but when you're in the same niche, I'm in network marketing, information marketing, affiliate marketing. When you're in the same niche, there is some comparison. There's some apples and apples. So one of the things I was looking at is I do company reviews. just to let you know, iDjango shut down, and I'm doing one. It's primed for release tomorrow. I wrote it today, but I'm doing a scheduled release for tomorrow, and that'll be backlinked and all that. But one of the things is, I don't only do company reviews. Okay, I do a lot of different keyword stuff. But I was looking at Bellamora, Zamzu, Zoe. I don't even know how to pronounce that. So Bellamora, I believe, is health. There's some beauty products in there. Zamzu, I think, is travel, or there's a shopping portal. Zoe is a health drink. And Trump Network, Donald Trump's network marketing gig, right? My blog, which is run by one person who is a little over a year old, worked part time, and I started blogging one blog article a day. My reach, it reaches more people than these multi-million-dollar companies. So I'm this blue guy right here. If you can't see, I'm this blue guy right there. Man, yeah, let me see it here. This is me. Oops. This is me. That's me. And I just thought that was kind of hilarious. Like, really? That's kind of funny. Amazon. I've been doing a lot of niche marketing. There was a point where I was absorbing a lot of information, but information in itself doesn't do anything until you apply it. And so I was on the Warrior forums applying a lot of niche marketing because, I want to be able to diversify my earnings, right? I don't want just do network marketing. I don't just want to sell affiliate products or CPA networks. I wanted to start looking at Amazon stuff because I shop Amazon. My wife, not to say she's the biggest Amazon shopper, because I think there's many people just like her, right? And I've been doing Amazon affiliate sales on a personal level with friends and family for over a year. So I knew it exists, okay? But I never really turned it on, right? Because who wants 4 to 6% off of a product, right? The biggest option, the biggest draw was Amazon is a trusted vendor. People buy from them all the time, and they have a 24-hour cookie window. So if someone comes in there, looks at your product, doesn't like it, goes, closes it down, and then say 12 hours later comes home, like say they saw it at work, comes home, decides, oh, I need to buy some diapers because the kids are out of diapers. I'm on Prime, so I'll get it in 2 days. They order some diapers. Now that wouldn't work. But what if that person looked at it, hit my link, and 21 hours later, which is basically the next day around the same time, that cookie's still there. They bought diapers, yes. So you can get branching items. I've gotten some weird stuff. I've gotten curling irons. I don't sell curling irons. But, being able to generate $12,000 worth of sales, basically in this amount of time, what is that? April, May, June, 3 months. 3 months time, I believe this was generated with 1 to 2 websites. So if I can just write, this is one. Let's see. No. Why don't you play nice? One. Oh man, my colors are all whack. Let's see here. 1 to 2 websites, I believe. All right. Now there is some mixtures of a buddy of mine buying from my link, but he ain't buying 12 grand. Okay. This to me is something that's mind blowing, right? So my goal, as one of you guys being on my team, how do I flip this into affiliate network marketing? Now, why would I even do that, right? Why would I even consider that? So one of the main things, okay, if we back up before SEO, right, what you want to do is you want to generate a lead. And this lead is how to make money. Now, this is a vehicle. Remember, this is a vehicle. So my idea is to generate this vehicle showing them how they can make niche websites, selling Amazon products, and then that's the trust factor. They trust me at this point that, hey, I know what I'm doing. I can do it online. If I can sell an Amazon product that only pays me 4%, what if you can show me something that can pay me 50%? What if you can show me a way to leverage and, say, sponsor somebody into a business, and if I make 100, he makes 100? Just that leverage thing, right? So a lot of people don't like network marketing. That's fine, and I'm still targeting those. But this market here is huge. This is the stay-at-home mom. This is the college kid, right? And they're gonna see being able to generate $12,000 off of a part-time gig using no more than say $50, maybe $100 worth of upfront money. Every one of these clicks were free. I didn't pay for any pay-per-click, and done in 3 months. What do you think this site's gonna do during Black Friday? Right? I just need to optimize it. What happens when Christmas time rolls around, right? It's just mind blowing. If you can generate this type of revenue, what can you do later on to generate that lead? That lead is then a money making type lead. You then send auto responders to, and you sell to them. Remember, it's much easier to sell to someone who's bought from you already. This is the main reason why, cable companies and satellite companies, they pay so much for retention, because it's so much more expensive to get a new customer than to sell to a current customer, right? Retention, right? That's the whole things with leads. Now, we'll dive into that and the whole philosophy of why you need to be generating leads, whatever the niche may be, because you can still branch out into different things if you word it correctly. Build a rapport with them. They understand what you're doing. I'm showing people how to make money. That's my niche. Now, they always tell you need to be an expert in a niche. Well, why not be a specialist in a sub niche? Not making money, maybe not having network marketing. Well, what about selling products to network marketers, which then you build a rapport, and then you then backdoor them into showing them different ways to make money? Because a lot of the times people just don't trust things on the internet. But if they see that you're doing it and you've been doing it and you're happy with it, yeah, they'll join you. They'll buy from you, right? That's the whole mindset. Okay. Now, hopefully, you understand this. If not, if this is a whole new concept to you, we'll dive into that later. But this is the main thing I want to hit on. Okay, keyword research. To me, I believe this is 50% of the problem. If you get this wrong, you're halfway screwed. Okay, this is probably more. Well, there's kind of varying. Let's just do half. Okay, it varies. If your keyword research is really strong, and your on-page SEO is spot on, you probably have very little off-page SEO to worry about. Very, very little, right? If your keyword research is poor and your on-page SEO is good, you have to compensate by trying to win by having more off-page SEO. Okay, so it's it's a triangle. I mean, there's no way around it. It's just never-ending triangle of things where you're trying to balance everything. Okay, but in my opinion, keyword research is right here. Keyword research is the big one. Keyword research is at the bottom. It's the base. Don't spend time. Don't worry about backlinking tools. Don't worry about your website yet. Get some keywords first. And there are 2 ways to get keywords in my book are, well, actually there's 3. 3 ways to get keywords. No one really teaches this in depth, and I wouldn't want to drive this home. Lead System Pro touches on it, but there's 3 ways. One is the free method of Google Keyword Tool. But the downside of that is no competition analysis. It's like trying to go against Coke with their marketing campaigns. You're just not going to beat them, right? Or a big player, you're not going to beat them, right? So you want to make sure you get good competition analysis. So in a free scale, Google Keyword Tool is good, all right? The second tool, which is a paid one-time, I might add, one-time paid, is Market Samurai. All right, Market Samurai is awesome. Right, Market Samurai is, I've learned so much from that. Put it in the email. I'll blast it to you guys again. But Market Samurai is a fantastic tool that I've used. And if you haven't bought it, it's a one-time purchase. They are an exception to the rule. They are one of the very, very few people that I know that will consistently update this product on a one-time basis. That's so rare. Usually it's like, it's outdated and you need to buy this tool or whatever, right? Or they just let it die. You know what I mean? This is, I say it's a must-have. Okay. Now, why new keyword? When to start doing keyword research? Okay, if you dedicate yourself to blogging, niche marketing, SEO, article marketing. Any of these things. I mean, you don't even have to have a website. You can post it on hub pages if you want, right? Or eZine articles or Squidoo, article base. Tons of places that will host your information. But I always say, you need to have your own hosted site, and WordPress is the platform to use. Pretty soon, I have a tutorial. I think it's like, I'm gonna say 6 to 10 hours long of how to do all the different things in WordPress, and I was selling it for $100. I'm thinking about bundling it as a like a $10 buy-in, just to get people to kind of see some of the stuff that I'm doing, and I highly recommend. I mean, once you have content that you like, bundle it up, resell it. Use it as a low price giveaway, even though it was an expensive tool. I mean, we were selling it for $100, and myself and Joseph Turbin was selling this for a good while. But we've grown. WordPress in itself is just a tool. It doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't sell anything, right? You still need keyword research. You still need a product to sell, and you still need to rank, right? Okay, so 3 keywords. So one type paid, and the last one being it's a monthly charge. I think I pay $50. I'm looking, looking for a partner within us, right? One of our Lead System Pro, Numis, My Phone Room people, looking for a partner for a month, minimum of, I'm gonna say 6 months. I mean, I don't want anyone just to kind of pop in there and kind of look. No, I mean, you got to be serious about this. Your end is probably about $50 if we split it, right? If we split. This tool is called SE Cockpit. SE Cockpit. I haven't seen anyone use this yet, and I got an early release from Daniel Tan. I got a pre-launch trial of this. I've been using it for a couple months. Claire's been using it with me for a little bit, but I'm only looking for one other person to split this with. What I'm doing is I'm going to be pushing this product because I feel, Market Samurai is it's lacking in things, and if you've used it enough, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So let's back to the pictures. Some of the things that's been happening. If you have been marketing, the Farmer Panda update has eaten a couple sites. But check this out. Check this out. I thought this was hilarious. So this is one of my websites, and not my blog, and it's niche site. And so this is all these little doohickeys here. All this stuff, all that stuff is Tribe Pro searches. Tribe Pro directly due to Tribe Pro. So I'm looking at like double, right? It's doubling my traffic. Tribe Pro only really works if you add new content, right? Because it gets you the syndication, it gets you the backlinks, but staying power, it really depends, right? It depends on your keywords and all that. We'll touch on that, but from here, I mean, I was driving more sales, and then something just tanked. I think I made a change to the website. I'm not really sure. Whatever it was, made a hiccup, and it's back. But when it's back, it came back. Still, it's on average higher. These have been pumping in there. Okay, no spike yet. So I don't know. Maybe they leveled off. But one of the things I did some Tribe Pro training previously. Maybe I should make a little section here for Tribe Pro. Quick notes: for maximum effectiveness, you need to post daily, have good research, right, and track. You need to track your information. I was trying to help a couple guys do their stuff, and they don't do any tracking. Well, it's kind of hard to know if you're doing good or bad, right? Not good for you. So, okay, so all these. Google is high on its heels to include social. What is it? Social voting or social involvedness? Social, I don't know. The words escapes me, but anywho, include social edification. I don't know if that's the word. Like through Twitter, Facebook, likes, and all this stuff, right? And they have their own Google +1, which I think is crap. Anywho, so they want other people. So remember, back in the day, okay, let's do a quick history. Okay, so in terms of ranking for SEO, back in the day, the way to do this was all on page. You would just have a website that had your keyword in there like 500 times. It could be just nonsense, but if your keyword just kept saying Lead System Pro, Lead System Pro, Lead System Pro, Lead System Pro, the robot will think, hey, this website's about Lead System Pro. Let me serve it to our Google search customer. Well, they figured out that's just on-page spamming. No one wants that. So now, now everyone's doing like 1 to 3% keyword density, right? Because Google knows I don't want that crap, right? Remember, their best interest is serving the customer, not serving you. They don't care about us as providers. They care about the customer, the person searching, right? So back in the day, it was all on-page SEO. Recently, in the last recent years, off-page backlinks have been king. I'm talking like, if you haven't looked, profile links. I was killing it with profile links, right? But the effectiveness is starting to wane. Not that it doesn't work. It's just not as strong, right? I wouldn't recommend spending too much on profile links anymore, right? You're looking for higher quality, good one-way links now, right? Do follow, no follow. Don't worry about that. But as of the Panda update, social bookmarks are getting stronger. Now, they've been rolling out updates a lot. They're saying like it's been like 40 updates since the end of May Panda update. There's tons of updates, okay? And in my feeling is that the best way to tell, not the best way, best way for a robot, remember we're talking a robot, Google robot, to decide what is relevant content is to see what other humans have to say, right? Think about it this way. If Google's a robot and they can't tell what good quality content is or is not, right? Because they can't read English, right? I mean, it's not happening, right? They're not that smart yet. So what they're going to do is they're going to figure out, well, if other people like it and other people stay on that website and they don't leave and they read it and they buy stuff and they enjoy it, right? That must be relevant content. What do you think Twitter, Facebook likes, social bookmarking, digging it? What does that mean? Well, they're telling other humans, hey, this stuff is usable. You can use it. So I feel it's only the best interest of a Google robot to leverage what other people are saying about your own website. And this is why I think social bookmarking, if not today, I mean, maybe it's not the greatest thing today. You still need a bookmark. I mean, you still need a backlink from other sources, but it's only a matter of time. See, I'm getting about 2,200 backlinks per post on Tribe through all my RSS feeds and all the other jazz. And those are bookmarks from backlinks. Now, those backlinks normally aren't worth much because, they're not on the main domain very long. And so they're like, PR0 and it's whatever. And it's not going to keep you ranked because it's not. For the most part, it probably won't, but it will do some damage. But what happens when Google does, in the future, Google does an algorithm change. Yeah, I can't spell. Algorithm change. Then what? Algorithm change. Change to include the human element, which is social bookmarking. Try Pro. There's no other way to do it. I mean, there's no other way to do it. I don't see it. Okay. So sorry for detouring. But here's my blog stats. Okay, through KStat, about 1,000 people a day. This is from my blog. Okay. Take it as you wish. I mean, some people don't trust KStats. That's fine. So here's my Google. So I was doing like I think 100 to 150 I started tinkering with some stuff. I first started doing TriPro, I think it was mid-April, the second week of April. Didn't have a lot of syndicators. So, I mean, if you don't have a lot of content, not a big deal. Just get a good following. Work with other people in a tribe. I would say use my tribe, D3T, my tribe, and go through there. But I started tweaking some stuff, and there's an explosion. I think I topped over 1,200 hits in one day, 1,400 hits. It just depends, right? Case that's a little different. Google Analytics, I mean, depending on where they consider a count towards your traffic hit as a unique hit. But this is what's possible now. Looking at this, if I was doing what I was doing before, blogging once every 3 weeks, what I was doing over here, would I get traffic? Now remember, my goal is to have enough traffic to sustain my business, right? I think Ray Higdon was doing like 50,000 a month. I'm doing less than 1,000 a day on average. So that would be 30,000. I think I'm doing like 25,000, maybe 20,000. So he's twice as big, but a lot of his content it's rooted. It's been there, right? And you can only do that if you put the hard work into it. I say do not outsource your own personal blog. I mean, if it's a niche site, outsource it. I'm doing that. Like those other websites. Here's a Family IQ website that I'm doing for my Family IQ business, and it's all hands off. And I pumped it through, I was pumping it through TriPro. After TriPro, it's still higher, so it's getting better with no new content. So I'm gonna hook up the RSS feed, and my goal was to start to outsource a writer, do about 700 words or 600 words on different keywords that are business related that I would think that would move into Family IQ, and let the RSS feed itself. And at that point, I'm not doing any backlinking. It's just surviving on the traffic that is generated through TriPro. Okay, I don't know. It's due to testing. So, and here's one of my baby sites. This was a niche site. I mean, it was like 2-3 hits a day. I did this traffic right here didn't make one sale, okay, but it cost me $5. Okay, so it was testing. I was testing. I was like, well, TriPro didn't really do much yet. But then I tried another chance. But I'm getting hits. I'm getting hits to the. This is a ClickBank product. I'm getting hits to the product. Actually, take that back. I think I made 2 sales. Okay. The cost of this traffic was $5 here. Let me see. Let me see if I can annotate this. So like right here, this hump was $5. And this right here is Tribe Pro with 2 hits. Right. There's 3 hits here for Tribe Pro and 2 right here. I think I made 1 to 2 monthly sales. So if it's a monthly continuity program. So if they continue to stay, I continue to get paid. So it's not bad, right? But it's tweaking. I actually might think I need to take this site down because it has the word Google in the domain. My mistake. I'm a rookie. It's just one of those things I built last November, right? Okay, so let's look at this stuff. Okay, let me see if it'll open while I'm. If you have any questions, hit me up. Any questions, hit me up. Don't be shy. I am going to record this and hopefully have a comment section for you guys and gals to comment on. So, okay. While that loads. So I use Market Samurai. One of the things that you really need to be using is Rank Tracker. So you track all your keywords. Today was Google's page rank day. It increased their stuff. My main website for my FAQ business is a page 2. I got a page rank 2, right? Which is pretty funny because there's no new content on here. Okay, if it'll last, who knows, right? But I'm tracking this. I mean, I'm pumping, 200 backlinks here, 133 here. This generates, I would say, 5 leads a day. Not a big deal. I'm still kind of working with a couple of things. I think it gets about 100 hits a day. So we're looking at a 5% conversion, which is good, right? I mean, 5% conversion, I'll take that any day. Has no video. The conversions will increase once I start to personalize it. This website does not have my name on it, right? It's one of those things where, Numis is my primary, but Family IQ is something else that I do promote with a business partner from Malaysia. He's in Malaysia, Aaron Chen, who's the owner of this GoTo webinar, and we kind of do it together. He does a lot more top tier stuff. I mean, none of us spend 50% of our time. I spend maybe 2 hours just tracking stuff. He probably spends maybe 5 hours helping people, and we'll make 1 to 2 sales a week, maybe 1 sale a week. Okay, sales $1,000. All right, and it just depends on what kind of lead flow you're getting, what kind of quality leads. But this is Market Samurai. So Market Samurai is very good in two things that I really want you to use, and that is not replaceable. Okay, so you can't replace this. Okay, so Market Samurai, what you can't replace is the fact that it has a great rank tracker, which includes like PR status, backlinks, history. There's a lot of good stuff there, right? And one top 10 competition. Yeah, it's the best, okay? But SE Cockpit does something a little different. Now, one of the things I was wasting time was finding a keyword. So one of the things that Market Samurai doesn't do is find you a keyword. Now, you can put in a root keyword, right? You put in a root keyword, say, MLM companies, and it'll give you a bunch of different things. You put filters like the golden rules. I mean, if it has a, depending what you're looking at, right? Depending on what you're looking at, you might have different criteria of how you're looking at keywords. If it has less than 5,000 phrase match or this much competition, what are they bidding on AdSense, phrase to broad ratio. There's all these little different things, which is fine, but in the end, none of that matters. I'm going to tell you right now, all of them are indicators. They're indicators. They're supposed to help you make money. They're supposed to show you where the money's at. But in the end, none of it really matters. Okay? The only thing that matters is who is in the top 10. Are they big? Are they big? And how many backlinks? And on-page optimization. Now, on-page optimization, Market Samurai can look at and see. Okay? But backlinks, you have to click a button that says SEO competition, how big they are, SEO competition, how big top 10 are SEO competition. So you're never going to be able to drill down quick enough to find something that you need. So generally, you do no filters. I was doing like, what is a good business to start? Very long tail, but none of